Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have a Disney Plus original. This is called Choir, and it's listed as a docu-series. It is 6 episodes long. It's from 2024. They're all about 46, 47 minutes long each, and it tells the story of the Detroit Youth Choir, and the name pretty much sums it up. It's based out of Detroit. It's all teenagers mostly, even some younger kids, some kids starting in their preteens, and some aging up, sticking with it all the way through adulthood, but they can just age out of this thing. It is under the artistic director, under the command of artistic director Anthony White, and we get to understand his story and the start of this from very small, humble beginnings to some big moments of this choir. Again, it constantly changes, and there's sort of generations of kids now at this point, where now some of the kids he taught way back in the early 2000s are grown up and have kids of their own that are in the choir, which is just mind-boggling that this has been something that's been going on for a while and is come from, again, such a simple thing to being as huge as being on America's Got Talent. So if you have ever watched America's Got Talent, you'll probably recognize these kids. So, or at least one version of these kids in the choir. It focuses on the specific, not characters, because again, I kind of quibble with the docu-series thing in a sense. I mean, this is from Blumhouse Television, Imagine Entertainment. Because it feels like kind of like a reality show. There's no competition in the show itself. It's about a competition to join the choir, and very often, sometimes they do compete, like America's Got Talent, as to be the biggest entertainer of the year, or for the series. I don't watch the show. I've seen clips and stuff like that. I know it's basically Howie and Simon Cowell and Terry Crews, and yeah, just a bunch of different people on the show. I think they even filmed it at least one or two seasons around here for a while. This is, by the way, this was originally filmed in the late 2022 or so. So there's still a lot of COVID masks and things like that on the kids, even as they're belting out their songs. Some really, really well, some not so much. This is very much about kids really wanted to be joining this choir that's made a name for itself in the community, and whether they have a tremendous load of talent or not right from the start. They all start at different levels. Not everybody's the same, but Anthony, Mr. White, I think of Breaking Bad if I say Mr. White, but he molds them. Some make it, some don't, and very that's not part of this first episode. We kind of just get introduced to specific players that we're going to follow through this. One of which is Azaria. She is a young woman who has talent, but she also has other things going on in her life other than the choir. She wants to play basketball, and she's in high school, and so it's part of me when I see things like documentary, and I feel it also. It feels scripted in a sense when they pick certain pick certain people to tell the story about. That they pick ones that will have a certain storyline, struggle, a conflict that makes it interesting. Not just, hi, I'm here. I'm not really experienced singing in front of people, and then there's suddenly the greatest singer ever. That's an arc that you can have in these kind of things, but it can't be just simple as that, because again, a lot of kids start out not having that stage presence, not having that confidence, and they will admit it throughout. There's a number of them. You can hear them. They're kind of pitchy. challenging my Simon Cowell there. They're kind of, or Randy Jackson's not on this. He's on American Idol, or was, just like Simon. Yeah, I don't watch this reality show thing and singing things. Back in the early 2000s, I think I watched a few American Idol episodes that I recognize some of the people, but I don't understand those. I do like the fact that America's Got Talent is sort of not just a singing competition. And it's got Terry Crews. And their first appearance on that show is featured in this when they came out and sang. And Terry had just brought Terry Crews to tears, and he hit the big button that made gold confetti go places, and they're going to go on and do more episodes. I guess that's how that works. I am not informed on how all that works. I know there's a handful of people that have done this. That Stargirl, kind of, I think that happened with her. I don't know. But yeah, these guys and gals are very much. And again, it's a youth choir. It's not necessarily tied to a church or anything else, but they have obviously religious Christian songs that they sing throughout, but it's also not just singing. It is also choreographed dancing and things like that. So they can go from Amazing Grace and then just suddenly just pound right into High Hopes, and just, not the old High Hopes, but the newer pop song. I really want to say who sings that, but I can't think of it offhand. My brain is gone. So yeah, this is all about, if you're watching this, you're basically watching this to see these kids go through some struggles and cheer them on as they go through those struggles, make those decisions. And also, there's a lot of kids, they make a point of showing some kids that really aren't by nature performers. But by the end of the season, by the end of the series so far, you might see some of those emerge from the large amount of kids that are featured in this. There's and it's not, obviously they focus on a number of different people. There's two best friends that are in this, and one of the challenges is they have a certain fear that what if one of us gets it and the other one doesn't? We want to do it all. We want to do it together, and they've only got 40 that can join, that can be the performing group at a time. And there's also, by the way, there's a recording group and a performing group, like a touring group. There's different facets, and they do all sorts of different things. So it's different events. So it's something. If you've seen them live, if you've seen them perform for a certain different thing you've gone to, you probably know the power of their performances, and you could probably get a kick out of seeing what goes into making this all happen. So if you get a chance, check this out. This is not my necessarily thing. I'm not really into reality shows, but I can see the appeal in this, where you see these young kids and you want to see them succeed, and you want to see them just move beyond what they think they are. And maybe the parents have pressured them to join the choir because that's the thing their big sister or brother did at one point. Or there's some kids who really want to do it, even though the parents are like, you really should be doing sports instead. So yeah, to me, it feels like it's intentionally structured. Like, we got to have one kid that has a problem with their parents, or one has a conflict with other extracurricular activities. One of them is having a hard time at home, and I feel like they probably shot lots and lots and lots of footage of different kids, but then whittled it down to specific ones for this 1 year, and it made it to make this obviously more interesting. They can't focus on all of them, but no. So yeah, I say definitely check it out if you can. If you're into that kind of reality show documentary type storyline, because sometimes he's really, really hard on the kids, but from what I can see, and it's all in the editing. He's he's nurturing. He obviously cares about the kids, and you get to see possibly him go on to even bigger things. I have a feeling they've been on America's Got Talent at least once or twice. There was or maybe it was a later show, because there was one episode I could tell that they were in not the Dolby Theater, but the theater in Hollywood. I've been there myself, so I kind of know what it looks like. Ooh, they're special. And I just pressed the button. 116. But we're not doing that. Not doing 116. I'm going to check what 116 is, just for fun, for me. 116. Oh, okay. Oh. 116, we're going to watch the day after tomorrow, because I think probably at midnight tonight or some point tomorrow is going to be the premiere on Disney Plus of Mufasa, the Lion King. Yeah, so the prequel, the story of the Lion King, the father of Simba, was out in theaters in December, I believe, and yeah, we're gonna watch that. I haven't seen it yet. I didn't get to go to theaters to see it. It's that live action style thing where all the characters are animals and they can't really talk, so they're all digitally rendered, but it looks real, like the real environment. It's not animated like the other version of The Lion King, but it connects to the live action version of the Lion King, and it doesn't matter. Mufasa, the Lion King, is what we're watching next in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.